Of a tri-state restaurant continue to expand their business tonight. WGEM's Claire Edlund is in the studio to tell us about another dining option for those of you in Scott County to enjoy. Claire.
Mackenzie Tacos Tequila is now open in Winchester Square, and it looked pretty slammed today. The owners say this isn't their first rodeo. They have 4 locations in total, one in Jerseyville, a food truck in Barrie, and Casa Tequila in Pittsfield. They say each offers something a little different.
Like, for example, one that we don't have in Pittsfield is our quesadilla. And technically just like a taco, but like a mini quesadilla. It has like cheese and meat. And we don't offer that in Jerseyville or in Pittsfield. But we do offer it here in Winchester and in our food truck.
They say their biggest sellers so far have been their pollo con quesos, which is a chicken, rice, and cheese dish, and their margaritas. And that's not all. The family already has plans to open another food truck in Greene County's town Whitehall. Claire Edlund, WGEM News.
All right, thank you, Claire. And the owners say they chose Winchester because there is no Mexican restaurant in the area, and the restaurant filled in one of the last vacancies on the square.